United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, welcome everyone to the Bryan City Council meeting for February the 15th. Just one note here is that we'll have on the agenda line item 10, which is the annual reports for the street department, fire department. That will not be done tonight as they are still involved with all afternoon some issues with the fire department and a couple fires and some things like that. So they're still cleaning up from that. So these will come at a later date. So first thing on the agenda is approval of the minutes of the February 1st, 2016 meeting, and also the joint executive meeting of February 1st as well. So council, you've been presented with those minutes. If you have not read them, take a couple minutes here and then I will entertain a motion.
I move we accept both as given to us.
I'll second.
Keith?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Judy? Yes. Carrie?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes. Next we have a clerk-treasurer's report. So Lori, would you please give that to us?
Council's been presented with the Clerk-Treasurer's report for the month ending January 31st, 2016.
Any comments on that?
Once again, one of the key issues, as long as that's zero, that's a key, you don't have any problems. Reconciliation report, zero in the center.
I move we accept.
Second?
Judy?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes. Okay, next we have hearing of public concerns. Again, that's anyone who would like to address council that is not on the agenda. And I see no one, so we will now go to number 4, and that is an ordinance. So Lori, would you please number and read?
Ordinance number 8, 2016. An ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with Arcadis U.S. Incorporated for the final design phase, bidding and construction engineering phase, and construction monitoring as required for the digester repairs, effluent disinfection, and grit removal pertaining to the wastewater facility project.
Okay. Rick, you want to give us a little just background on what the process there is?
Yes. 5 city personnel, 2 from my department, 2 from engineering, and Tyson from the street department. Each rated, there was 2 engineering firms that applied. One Arcadis, the other one was E.L. Robinson Engineering from Ironton, Ohio. So we went through what they had provided us. We rated them on 11 different criteria, and Arcadis came out on top. And I guess if you would, I would ask that you would approve that and suspend and let us get going on this project. We need to have the permit to install by the end of this year. So that means they need to do the design work and have everything ready to go and submit it to the EPA for their approval. And if things would go as planned, we would probably do bidding at probably right after the first of the year next year and get going on the project in the spring next year.
So, like we
But
talked
in order
earlier-
to keep things rolling, I would ask that you would suspend so that we can keep going on this thing. A year seems like a long time, but I found that to keep everything going and to do everything you need to do, it takes a lot of time to do that.
Yep. So you're thinking that the design work and everything is going to take the better part of this year, you know, and then submit it. And once they, now do they submit their design work, or do we submit it for them, or how's that work?
They'll do it.
Okay, then once that is submitted, what is the time frame that the EPA comes back and said, go? It varies, would it probably?
I would say, I'd just be guessing to say that.
gotcha.
I know we've done it before. For instance, the SSO basin,
Right.
and they did a very fast turnaround for us. In fact, I think it was really fast.
Was it?
So and one reason that being was not a lot going on in that recession.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
I guess if they had a lot of other projects, it might get kicked back a ways, but
Just off the top of your head, ballpark, would you have any idea, once the plan is approved and it's approved from EPA, would you have any guesstimate of possibly how many people may bid this project? Could it be 2 people or 10 people or?
I think it probably comes back to economics again and how much work's out there.
Gotcha.
But I think doing it, if we can get it around, have it ready to go early in the year, I think that's a good thing, because probably contractors are picking off jobs, and then as you go later, they may have more work.
Right. They want to schedule as quick as they can for their work in 17, and I agree with you. Probably the longer we go, it's going to, squeeze their schedule and things like that, so.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Great. That's all I have.
Okay.
Any other comments?
Then this is going to take care of all of the problems that we have at that sewage treatment plant, correct?
Maybe for those problems, but there's
ones
probably
that-
some, and Judy, I have told these guys before, there's probably a ticking time bomb out there right now that we don't even know about. There's a lot of moving parts at the wastewater treatment plant.
But
mainly-
this is the grit and all this
Right.
stuff that we've got right now. This is what I'm saying, all of those problems.
That's the plan.
Okay.
That is the plan.
Okay.
But what we're discussing today is just the engineering piece.
Just the design engineering portion of it. And that money was budgeted, so we do have the money set back for it. So this is the next step in a big project, I guess.
Okay, nobody has any other questions. I guess I would entertain a motion to suspend.
I'll move we suspend.
I'll second that.
Keith?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Judy?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Thank you.
Motion to pass?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Carrie?
Yes.
Judy?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes. Thanks, Rick. Okay, next we have a resolution. So Lori, would you please number and read?
Resolution number 6, 2016. A resolution authorizing the city engineer of the city of Bryan, Williams County, Ohio, to apply for the following grants: Ohio Public Works Commission, OPWC, Community Block Development Grant, CDBG, in small cities through the Ohio Department of Transportation, and others for the city of Bryan, Williams County, Ohio, as necessary.
And I think with the absence of Bryan, I think Mayor, you're gonna.
Yeah, this basically are grants that he can or could apply for. He'll apply for any one that he thinks that we might have a chance, and those that we don't have a chance to get. And if we're fortunate, we might come through and get one of these grants, but you don't get any place unless you apply for every available grant there. We probably will get letters from building companies and different things say, what you're bidding for and what are your plans and so forth. We really don't have a plan at this point, except any one of these could service a need of some type for the city. So Bryan has been fortunate other years, and that's where sometimes our 0.5% comes in for matching funds and so forth. So we need to be out there and try to get them if we can. We don't have to take it if we should get a grant that we can't afford. We don't have to take it, but at least we're in place to bid them out.
I'll move that we suspend.
Second.
Rick?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Judy?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Keith?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Judy?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes. Okay, next we have another motion authorizing, we have a resolution authorizing the sale at public auction, a lot 33. So Lori, would you please number and read?
Resolution number 7, 2016, a resolution authorizing the sale by public auction of Lot 33, Garver-Killets Edition, formerly utilized by the Williams County EMS, and authorizing the Clerk-Treasurer of the City of Bryan to advertise for the same.
Mary, you want to make some comments there?
Yeah, we received a letter from the Commissioner's office, and I'll read that. Please be advised that the Williams County EMS no longer has a use for the garage building located on East High. We want to thank you for allowing the Williams County EMS to utilize the building over the last several years. Williams County EMS Director Jim Hicks will be turning in the keys to the said building shortly if he has not already done so. Well, he's already done so, and the building is vacant. It's behind the old Watts Funeral Home, so to speak. It's a building that we felt that we should go out for bids rather than just offer to certain individuals. We think we will get more like that. I also, it has come to my attention that we have a 1997 Chevy Tahoe that was actually the fire department's, and they passed it on to Lori. It ran for a while, and then it didn't run, but it's running right now. So we might try to put this Tahoe on this sale too. I can sell that outright, or I might have the Tahoe along with this building same time. We have one of the local auctioneers that have volunteered to do this at no cost for us to auction this off, so this seems like the best way to go along that line. Any questions?
Comments, council?
Oh, I think it's a good idea to do both at once.
Okay.
It's a 40 by 40 building, 1,600 square feet, and it has a parking lot out in front of it, about 6,000 square feet. So, and you have pictures of it and so forth in your agendas.
Okay.
And he's looking at a Thursday night in April around 5 o'clock. Don't know which Thursday yet, but if we approve it tonight, and we'll be responsible for the advertising, pay just for the advertising.
And when you say he, you mean Andy, or?
No, we have a local
Realtor.
realtor that will do that at no cost.
I move we suspend the rules.
I'll second that.
Carrie?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes.
Judy?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Move to adopt?
Second.
Carrie? Rick?
Yes.
Judy?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes. Okay. Next, we have another resolution. So, Lori, would you please number and read?
Resolution number 8, 2016, a resolution authorizing the fire chief of the City of Bryan to apply for the Local Government Safety Grant Program.
This grant program came out as we talked in budget and so forth about radio systems for the police and also the fire. And this grant is being offered, safety grant program, to police and fire all over the Ohio. And we're going to apply for this, hoping we can get some dollars for that radio program that we were not able to get in the budget. So we don't get any dollars unless we apply for the grant, but we'll see what happens, and how much they would give us, we don't know. So if Bruce would have been here tonight, he would have explained that a little further, but basically it's just applying for a safety grant. We don't know how many dollars he'll get, maybe nothing, maybe some, so we'll see what we can get.
I'm always for applying for free money, so I'll move that we suspend.
Second.
Rick?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes.
Judy?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yep.
I'll move to pass.
Second?
Judy?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes. Okay. Next, we have the hiring of a volunteer firefighter. And again, Chief Sider is not here. But according to the letter here, it's Brandon Luffel, and he's coming on as a probationary volunteer firefighter. And he's looking at that Brandon has successfully passed his background and investigation and his physical. So therefore, he would like to have him start, and he'll start his basic fire training in spring of 2016. And he would start at a pay range of 1, which is $8.50 an hour. So Chief Sider would like us to approve his recommendation.
I move we approve it.
I'll second.
Keith?
Yes.
Judy?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Okay. And now, number 9 on the agenda is appointments to the Williams County Port Authorities, and I think, Mary, you would have that?
Yeah, we had a meeting early on with the commissioners, and one of the things that they're trying to do is get the Port Authority in place again for Williams County, and the fact that Williams County Port Authority can do different things that council cannot do. And Richard Reed was already an appointment that I had made before the Port Authority kind of disbanded, or at least let idle, and his term was to end 12/31/17. So I asked Richard if he would stay in place for that, and he would. And then I wish to appoint John Drennan of West Maple Street, ending in 12/31/2018, for 2 city recommendations for the Port Authority.
Okay.
I make a motion, we approve those.
I'll second.
Carrie?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Judy?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes. Okay, that concludes the items on the agenda for tonight, and so I'll go around. Chief Willis, you have anything for us? All right, Rick, anything else? Mr. Dominic? Okay. Judy, you have anything to add tonight? Carrie?
Thank you.
Rick?
Not tonight.
Mr. Day?
The only thing I want to say is that I'm still getting people complaining about the blight areas in town. I'd just like to encourage landowners, renters, and so on to try to keep their properties in nice order so that our community looks better. And I wish we had a citizens committee to get something going with that. That's all I want to say.
Along with that line, is there any type of grants available for blight areas if someone buys a property and would like to have it torn down? Is there any type of assistance anywhere that's available for something like that?
There was some CDBG grant money, but I believe it's been utilized.
Okay. Now, is that something, no, that's different. Because I had the conversation with a gentleman, and that was his first question, was if there was any grant money available for something like that. But then the other comment he made to me was he was looking at a business, to start a business, and we talked about a revolving loan. So he could go to the revolving loan and put in an application or an interview with them.
Well, both of those, I would advise him to go to Maumee Valley Planning Organization to start.
Both of them?
Right,
Okay,
yes.
okay, all right.
The tear down program is an annual amount that Maumee Valley gets funded for each year. And last year and that was not only for Williams County, but all Defiance and whatever. And they utilized all their money for tear downs last year. So they're hoping that the budget will fund some for them again this year. But we have no word yet whether there'll be any money toward that.
Gotcha, okay. Ms. Lori, you have anything?
I do. I would like to request from council a motion to go out for proposals for banking agreements. Our current banking agreement expires on June 20th, so we'd like permission to go ahead and request proposals.
Gotcha.
Need a motion on that?
I do.
I'll move that we agree to that.
Second?
Keith?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Judy?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes. Ms. Rhonda?
No, sir.
Okay. Again, the only comment I have to make is that, again, the reason Tyson and Bruce are not here is due to the issues they had this afternoon. They had about, from 1:30 or 1 or whatever it was, 1:15 this afternoon, until about 6:30, they were involved in various activities, fires and first responders and accidents and controlled burns and things like that. And I think there was, every department in the county involved with the exception of, I think, 3. And it was kind of unique. You talk about this mutual aid that they have and things like that, and it's just kind of amazing how that all plays. They bring Alverton over here. They have a regular equipment truck that handles all their oxygen, comes over, fills up all of our tanks at the scene or back to the station. What happened today is they had Edgerton in here to stand by our station, and then they had a first responder call, and it appeared that this person was having a heart attack. So we sent an engine, and one of our firemen and 2 Edgerton firemen went on our engine out to this first responder. This person was having a heart attack, and I know a couple of our guys made a statement that the one person that was from Edgerton just got right in there and took over. He was a paramedic, the whole thing, because he does, his full-time job, he is a full-time firefighter out of Toledo, and that's what he does. He's a registered paramedic. So they said they was very happy that he was there. So again, we had Montpelier in here, we had Edgerton in here, fire, we had Brady over here, township, and so it was a little hectic up there today. And again, it's just, we're very fortunate to have the opportunity and the personnel and the equipment that this county has, and it all work together and it works out fine. So, and then watching our own guys come back after that call, I tell you what, those guys, I know 5 of them went into that fire today, and when they strap that gear on, it's all business, and we're very fortunate that we haven't had any real issues, injuries, or whatever. But I'm gonna tell you, it takes a different breed to go in something like that, as Chief Willis would know, even with his police force and things like that, as the training we went through today, things like that. So I just want to commend all the departments in the county, and especially our department, for their response and their professionalism and their training that saves a lot of lives and property. So, Mayor, you have anything?
Nope, I'm fine. I echo your talk.
Yep. Okay, I guess nothing else, right? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved?
Second?
Rick?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes.
Judy?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes, thank you.